Hi everyone, I'm Heather with Berner Babies, and the reason that you're watching this video is because most likely you had your puppy obedience trained here at Berner Babies, and this video is basically it's going to talk about how to keep your puppy successful with their obedience training, as well as what you should do and kind of what to expect from your puppy. So the very first thing that I get asked the most is what kind of training treats to get. So it's not really what flavor or what type, so you'll just want to get training treats. They're about that size, and you'll want to get like a variety of flavors. So I just put a handful of each kind, so we get beef, chicken, maybe duck, rabbit, I get like sweet potato, blueberry, all different kinds. I have found that the puppies really don't like salmon, so I tend to steer clear of the salmon. But other than that, I get a variety of different flavors. I put a handful of each in a Ziploc bag, kind of shake it up. And the reason that I do that is because a trainer told me years ago that if the puppies start getting bored of a certain flavor, they're not going to work as hard. And also that they'll find a flavor that they really like and work harder, hoping that you give them their favorite. So that's the first thing. So the second thing that I want to kind of talk about is your puppy does know these commands. If there is a command that I just really couldn't teach them, I'll tell you that far in advance. But right now your puppy is walking on a leash. They know how to sit, they know how to lay down, and they know how to stay. So that is that. So if you feel that once you get home your puppy doesn't know these commands, it could be your approach. And that's nothing bad about you, and that's really what this video is for. Is kind of how to teach you how to continue working with your puppy so that they stay successful and you don't feel like you wasted your money. So the puppy that I'm working with today is Hope. She is 9 weeks old. Her obedience training is pretty much complete as far as she knows her commands. She's still a puppy after all, so she's super playful. This right here is a training leash, and you get one of these. So this is just a loop leash. It kind of loops through itself. This is great to teach your puppy how to walk on a leash, and it's also really nice. She's already sitting because she knows I have a leash. Yeah, is this yours? Good girl. So this is great to teach your puppy how to walk on a leash. It's also really nice to continue to work with their commands. But you know, just being able to make your puppy sit while you're sitting on the couch, when you're working in the kitchen, laying down while you're, doing those same things, it's just really nice practice. The leash really is great to keep working on that stay command. It really is their least favorite of the commands. And so using the leash to continue that stay probably is the best. So I'm just going to leash up Hope and kind of show you how to work with these commands. Keep in mind she's only 9 weeks old, so she is still a puppy. Your puppy will be just as skilled, or just, hopefully a little bit better than her by the time you take them home. But it's just kind of a nice way to show you what to do when you get at home. And then I'll kind of show you what not to do so that you see that as well. Oh. And sorry, we have motion sensing lights in here. Okay, Hope, ready? Sit. Good girl. Ready? Lay down. Hope. Lay down. Lay down. So with lay down, most puppies, not all puppies, Hope is not a very treat motivated puppy, but you'll just take the treat from her nose to the floor, and that's lay down. Lay down. Good girl. All the way, butt down too. There you go. Good girl. Good girl. Hope really likes belly rubs. So that's a great motivation for Hope. Okay? All right, let's go for a little walk. Now let's say your puppy, I'm going to get back to the camera a little bit. Come on, Hope. Let's say your puppy was not really, like in the beginning, your puppy is not going to know you very well. And so therefore you might struggle with the leash in the beginning, like when people come to pick up their puppy, they are leash trained, but a lot of them will not walk out of my building with strangers, which is a good thing, I suppose. You don't want your puppy being just walking away with anyone, but a lot of them will not walk out of my building with a stranger. They want me to walk them out. So you'll just kind of gently pull on the leash. You may have to kneel down. There might be a lot of coaxing just in the beginning. It's not because they're not leash trained, it's because they're leery. And it's, you know, you're new, they don't know you. It's awkward for them, uncomfortable for them. It actually has nothing to do with the leash. It's about their comfort, how comfortable and uncomfortable they are. So just kind of keep that in mind the first couple of days when you take them out on the leash. It actually has nothing to do with the leash. It's more about how comfortable they are with you. So just kind of kneel down, get back on their level, and you know, in a nice voice say, okay, come on, and then whatever your puppy's name is. So just kind of keep that in mind too. It actually has nothing to do with the leash. It's more they're just uncomfortable, they're uneasy, because 99% of them do great on the leash by the time that they leave. Every once in a while, I'll still have a puppy that just, no matter what, hates the leash, but I'll let you know that far in advance. Okay, oh, we're gonna go for a walk. Come on, let's go for a walk. Okay, come here. Oh, you found treats, yep. Did some fall out of my pocket? Hope. Sit. Look at Mom, look at me. And then this is stay. You just kind of hold a stop sign there. Make her focus on me. Stay. Focus. She is doing the right thing, but I'm trying to show you. Stay. Good girl. Good girl. And then again, that treat. So the sign for stay is just holding up your hand like a stop sign and telling her to stay. The older that she gets, the longer she can hold that stay. I try not to make her hold it longer than 10 or 15 seconds by the time that they leave. Puppies have a very short attention span. So, you know, 10 or 15 seconds actually is a very long stay. By the time that she is, you know, 6 months old, you can actually play hide and go seek with her by just telling her to stay. You go hide and then tell her, come on. And that's actually a really fun game for puppies. So some things that I want to show you not to do. Come here, Hope. Come here. So you can see that she's distracted. Sit, 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 sit. That's never going to work. It's not going to work. She's not looking at you. She's not paying attention to you. People come here all the time and they want to do that. You have to get her attention first. So what you're actually doing is counterintuitive. So you can sit here and yell at her, sit, 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 all day long. All you're doing is kind of making her numb to those commands. So you're wrapping up your arm. Come here, Hope. Come here. So instead, get her attention. Sit. Much better. Good job. Good girl. So as soon as I have her attention, she does much better. But when she's distracted and all over the place, she's never going to listen to me because she has no focus on me. So I see that mistake a lot. Or, come here, Hope. Let's go for a little walk. Come on, let's go for a walk. Good girl. Let's get real close to the camera, okay? I also get this. Sit. Okay, she did sit because I'm me. But there's no, good girl, yep, there's your treat, I'm sorry. There's no authority in my voice. You know, it's just like a mousy, sit. So most dogs are not gonna listen to that. So you really have to have some authority in your voice in order for your puppy to listen to you. I'm actually gonna let her run around really quick. All right, go in, go. She says, no, I don't wanna play. Go play, can you go play? Just for a second? Okay, I'm gonna get up. So I'm just gonna kind of let her run around and do her thing for a second, if she will, because I wanna show you another big mistake that people make a lot. If she'll cooperate with me, right? Are you gonna cooperate? Nope, okay. Well, another thing that I see a lot is people with kids. So like a family will come over and I'll give the parents some treats. Now, keep in mind, I really want your kids to participate in this training because I want your whole family to be successful. But the parents will hand kids treats, and the kids will start chasing the puppy around. And the kids are yelling, sit, 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 sit. It's not going to work. As the kids are playing with the puppy thinks it's a game. So again, you're like desensitizing the puppy to the command by hollering, sit, 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 without the focus. So the number one thing in any training is to make sure that you have the puppy's full attention, or the training is not going to work. You're going to get frustrated. The puppy is not going to be frustrated because they don't care what you're saying. So that's really important. You must maintain that focus. Another thing is you need to keep the training sessions short. Can you sit? Sit. Good girl. Good job. Keep it short. You know, really a puppy at this age, 10, 15 minutes tops, 20 at the absolute max. They usually will tell you when they're done because they'll stop listening. They're going to look away. They're going to stop taking treats, etc. By the time they get to your house and they already know the commands, really, you know, practice a few times a day. Like I said, make them sit when you're in the kitchen, make them sit when you're in the living room, lay down, practice stay with the leash. And really, they already know it. So it's just that daily reminder. And you can do that several times throughout the day without an actual, you know, training session, 10 minutes at a time. You wouldn't actually even have to do that. It's just that constant daily practice that would need to be done. And with the stay, you could make it, you know, I'm going to do it 15 seconds today and tomorrow. The next day, I'm going to do it 17 seconds and, you know, and just gradually go from there. And in a month, I'm going to hopefully get to a minute. And by the time she's, you know, in Hope's case, by the time she's a year old, we're going to be playing hide and go seek or something. You know, you can make that type of goal. But right now, with the obedience training the puppy already has, so long as you're practicing it every day. Are you trying to steal treats out of my pocket? You little turd. Here. Want that treat? How about that one? Good girl. I lost my train of thought. With the obedience training that they already had, if you just did practice every day, you wouldn't actually have to sit down and do any, you know, I need to practice for 10 minutes. You wouldn't actually need that. Your puppy already has the skills and they're already walking on a leash. So you could do your few minute walks every day without a problem. So I hope that this video helps you. So the basic takeaways are, make sure you always have your puppy's attention, to give a treat. Come here, Hope. To give a treat. Here, sit. You know, 2 fingers right in the mouth. No big deal. If you hold one at a time, it's much easier than holding several in your hand at a time. That's the best way to do it. I think that's it probably. If you have any questions, always make sure that you let me know. I'm more than happy to answer any questions that you have. And I hope that you found this helpful, and I hope the obedience training worked for your puppy, and I hope it leads you to a long and successful road for both you and your new puppy. All right, we'll see you soon. Bye, guys.